Welcome to this summary of the OECD Education and Skills 2030 Learning Compass Schools meeting. This future-oriented session was a kind of a treasure hunt, looking for ways that members of this learning community can help make this a better world. This schools meeting was part of Education 2030's Thematic Working Group 4, which focuses on enriching curriculum design and implementation, learning strategies and practices, teaching strategies and practices, and student assessment. Within that context, this schools meeting was aimed at encouraging student agency, encouraging students to help shape the future of education. As a concrete measure during the meeting, Project Infinity was launched. As student Wesley Chu from Canada said,
"We chose the name Project Infinity to highlight the limitless potential of both adults and students. The colors of the Aurora Borealis, it represents the global diversity of perspectives from students around the world, dancing around the sky, which is representative of the world stage."
This project-based initiative is set to run until the end of 2024. Student Haruna Takeuchi from Japan explained Project Infinity's origins.
The Tohoku School project was a symbolic project where students demonstrated their agency to overcome the disasters caused by Great East Japan earthquake in 2011. Our country was hit by triple disasters: tsunami, earthquakes, and nuclear power plant incidents.
She went on to say,
"But today's youth face new challenges such as war in Ukraine and climate crisis. So we want to look at today's challenge."
Haruna continued,
"Our generation should learn to have more dialogue and co-create our future together."
This brings us to Project Infinity, a global project-based learning initiative. Through Project Infinity, students and teachers are putting into practice the competencies of the OECD Learning Compass to anticipate, to take action, and to reflect on how to move forward in the face of challenges and dilemmas. Students using their agency are seeking to reconcile tensions, take responsibility, and create new value. This is an example of co-agency and collective agency at their best. Through authentic dialogue, without walls separating us, the students wish to co-create better classrooms and schools and a better world. The students decided that Project Infinity, as a student-led initiative, would be guided by 6 principles. The first is valuing being, before even beginning to take action. This means creating a safe space where people feel accepted and valued for whom they are, whatever their circumstances. This also includes taking time for authentic dialogue. The students want to think together globally, work together globally, make a better future, make space for mistakes. They do not want their agency valued just by exam scores. They wish to be valued for whom they are being. The second guiding principle is well-being. Students see Project Infinity as an opportunity to create something that will serve the purpose of the Learning Compass, the betterment of individual well-being, others, and the planet. That something can be anything. For example, a short film, theater, dance, business products, services, research. As a reference point, the students and teachers will start by selecting one of the 11 dimensions of well-being set out in the OECD's Better Life Index to think about how well-being in their own school can be improved in that particular dimension. For example, community, environment, safety, health. Teachers and students agree that working together in this project requires trust. For trust to function, inclusion, diversity, equity need to be ensured. The students want their diverse community to be a comfortable place where all should be able to feel a sense of belonging to this community. This third Project Infinity principle is about providing everyone in this community, in this project, a psychologically safe and secure space. The fourth Project Infinity guiding principle is that students and any adults involved in the project demonstrate agency, co-agency, and collective agency. The students wish to operate with adults at the 8th level of their co-agency sun, where projects are young people initiated and decisions are shared with adults. Project Infinity realizes that students, teachers, and school leaders may well need to cooperate with multiple partners to realize their proposals. Hence, a multiple stakeholder approach is guiding principle number 5. Teachers were encouraged to collaborate, not only with partners around the globe, but also with those immediately around them, to allow their students' learning to be integrated with the larger learning ecosystem. Finally, Principle 6. When it comes to the final output or products that will be created through Project Infinity, they need to include suggestions for future curriculum. That means suggesting some flexibility and autonomy when it comes to the content, as well as the art of teaching and assessment. At the same time, the suggestions need to be guided by the other 5 principles. In order to set the stage for Project Infinity at the schools meeting, an exploratory journey began of making friends around the world. 2 examples of collaboration, student agency and co-agency, were shared. The first recounted how students working with a teacher became the youngest published scientists in the world. The example is also perhaps a metaphor for what Project Infinity participants may experience. A bee is released in a box without clarity in its goal. Here we see, at 40 times the actual speed, its journey to finding a feeding station. When we don't know what we're looking for, it takes a lot of time to reach a goal. But when the bee returned to the box, it quickly found its target. Students in Japan and a student in Italy decided to sign a poem to help us see the world from a different perspective. It is called Upside Down Land. The poem itself, the students, and the fact that sign languages differ around the world help the participants see the diversity in the world. It is an example of student agency, cooperation, and working with adults to create a learning product.
晴れた日は土砂降りで、雨の日はさらりと晴れていた。美しいものが醜い、醜いものが美しい。頭は地面にくっつけて足で考えなくちゃいけない。 意味がなかった。意味が言葉がなかった。だから、で、音が、そうだった。
So to wrap up, at the end of the global project-based Project Infinity, students, teachers, and any adult partners involved in the project are invited to share their learning, their suggestions for schooling for the future with no walls that separate us, which will be incorporated into the final outputs of the Education and Skills 2030 initiative.
So please join us and explore a new future with us. Thank you.